hoes. It's gonna be big drama.
It's your girl Kimbella Roxy. Shout out to all my Kimbays and my Kimboos. If you're new to the channel, you already know. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and turn on your bell notifications. Y'all, we gotta get into Durk. I am like so upset about everything that is going on. But as you can see, he did have a court appearance today in Los Angeles, California at 2 o'clock. And it went down. Shout out to I am not a lawyer, but she was there. Let's see what she had to say, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Be like take to the Muslim religion, and so Finland was saying they have gone to Dubai a lot of times because that is like the Mecca for religion, for Muslim, the Muslim religion, the Muslim faith. Faith is what I'm trying to say. That's what the attorney was saying. And so he was saying he's gone there a lot of times. So it's really not all that notable or interesting that when all these flights were booked that he was going to Dubai because he goes there a lot. And this is what was interesting, okay? What he said about those flights. Finland said that the government has tried to say that Durk was essentially trying to flee, that he bought a bunch of flights to confuse the government as to where he was going, and then he bought a private flight to go to Dubai. But what he said is the Switzerland flight was actually essentially a layover. And had the government continued looking at the itinerary for that flight, they would have saw that he didn't book a flight to Switzerland, he booked a flight to Dubai that stopped in Switzerland. So he was basically saying he was just going to Switzerland and all the flights were consistent with that. But because he booked the flight so late, he was in economy. They say he was in coach. He said he booked a flight to go to Dubai, but it was coach. And so he was like, I'm not flying coach. So instead of going to on that flight, he booked another flight, a private flight to go to Dubai because he wasn't gonna fly coach. So that's what he said. That's what he said that explains all of those flights, is that it wasn't a bunch of flights to confuse the government. He was in coach. He booked a flight in coach and he wasn't doing it.
Now, y'all, this can be very much true because y'all already know sometimes the flights do be having connecting flights. It was just like really the timing of this, what a coincidence. But that is what they are going with. Do y'all think the jurors is going to buy that? Let me know in the comments.
This is what Finland, his attorney said. Finland said that Durk is internationally known and recognized. And so basically there's no way that he was going to flee or go on the run, leaving behind his career, which has afforded him the life he has, which allows him to take care of his mom. And also he would never leave his wife, the kids he has with his wife and his other kids. I think he said 6 kids. So maybe Durk has 8 kids total. But he was basically saying, or his dad who recently got out of prison and they've developed this relationship. There's no way.
So y'all, again, shout out to her. Y'all already know this is a Fed case, so it will not be any recordings. We will not be able to see it like it was for the YSL trial. So hopefully she continues to go and give us some insight, or we will have to rely on other resources that will be talking about it. So I just wanted to say, so now we know that he's clearly married to India. Congratulations. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. I didn't know, so that's news to me. So shout out to them. But I just know it has to be a hard thing to deal with when, you know, he has children. And y'all, it's just so crazy because it just keeps getting worse. There has been an update, and it appears that Lil Durk's name has now been linked to another murder for hire. Let me let y'all see this. The FBI has linked Chicago rapper Lil Durk to a second murder for hire plot that allegedly took place in Chicago in 2022. It's just so crazy. And the more and more that they present to the media, more and more information is going to be fed, and we're going to talk about it. So apparently this is the alleged killer of D-Thing. Y'all already know D-Thing is Lil Durk's brother. And once this came out, apparently D-Thing close friend wrote a post about this guy and said he'd rather him out than in. But y'all already know what that means. Nobody want to see anybody in jail. But at the end of the day, these guys are just going to go in a circle and nobody is going to win. So it's just so crazy that Durk is in a position that he's in behind a bunch of crash out dummies. And you can't even blame them for Durk in the situation because Durk should have definitely been on his shit knowing that they was going to have him under a microscope no matter what. No matter what. When you are a young black man and you are powerful, making moves, got money, you got to be doing something. That's just how they look at us. There's no way around it. And he fell for the trap, y'all. He fell for the trap. So apparently his trial is going to begin January 6th. I believe that's when the jury will start, or the selection of the jury will start. And then once they get that situated, the trial will begin. So I'm not sure. I'm going to say maybe it is going to start maybe in March, April. It really shouldn't take that long for them to pick the jury. So we should be expecting a trial sooner than later. But we shall see. It's not much more, that the feds are going to leak unless it's calculated, because you already know they don't give us too much. We wait until the trial actually start to see what they have. That is the difference between the state and the feds. They are very much, they handle their cases different, and y'all already know the conviction rate is very much different. So a lot of people are saying that this is going to be a hard case for Durk to fight, but they saying that he do have a fight. So as long as he keep fighting and standing on all 10, we will just have to wait and see how everything goes. He is fighting. This is a life, up to a life sentence if he is convicted. So this is not something he should be taking light. He was saying that he got his feet kicked up on the leak audio when he called somebody from jail. So we just gotta wait and see what happens. Drop some popcorn in the chat if you're gonna be tuned in. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on your bell notifications and tell me what y'all think in the comments. That is all I have on this, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all. Don't do no fuck, 'cause we still on top. Clock that. Clock that.